All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar, Quadash, Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect that's pushing this word in sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. All right. Now I want to come back with another quick lesson, about shaking the dust, off your feet, man. All right, when you're dealing with these people that don't receive the word, all right, first and foremost, but don't receive you preaching the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to them, man. All right, they just lost. All right, and the Most High wants it that way. All right, it's not within our power to make somebody who just doesn't get it understand. Like if you have let's say some type of Bible study every weekend with this person and they just don't get it, are you wasting your time? All right, because Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is the furthest thing from the mind of 2/3 of the nation of Israel. They don't really care, man. All right, they would rather live inside of this false reality that is America, this nightmare, or that they believe is some type of good dream. You know what I mean? So that's why they are going to continue to walk in darkness, and Lord willing, we continue to be the true light bearers and receive salvation. All right, from the faith, okay, the works of keeping the law to the best of our ability, and chiefly preaching this word to Israel, man. All right, Lord willing, we will continue, or will be blessed with the ability to continue to walk in the light, while 2/3 of the nation of Israel continues to be cursed and walk on in darkness. All right, I'm gonna grab a scripture. It's Psalms 10:4. It says, "The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not at all in his thoughts." All right, Salakia, the Most High is not in all his thoughts. Okay, now we all know that the wicked is Esau. Okay, but we also know that 2/3 of the nation of Israel, ye are your father the devil. You the wicked too. All right, so the Most High is not in all your thoughts. The Most High is barely in any of your thoughts, man. All right, Israel only wants to call on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, who they perceive to be, God and Jesus Christ. Okay, they only want to call on them when they're going through some time of distress. Okay, that's why it says in Proverbs, I'm paraphrasing, it says, when distress and anguish come upon you, then shall you call upon me. That's the only time Jake wants to call on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right, things are going well. Jake's not fucking thinking about the Lord. Jake got a little bit of money. Yeah, a football player, comedian. Okay, because we dealt with not even we dealt with him. He just walked past the camp. Aries Spears. Okay, he basically looked back and told us, the brother, in our camp, Arashah, actually told him, come and inquire of the prophets. Basically inquire of the things to come. And you look back and said, man, it's too cold for that shit, man. All right, because the Most High is not in his thoughts, man. You know what I mean? He was on his way to do some other bullshit, man. All right. So this is the mind state of the wicked. All right, the wicked that I'm speaking on being 2/3 of the nation of Israel. That's their mind state. All right, the Most High is not in all his thoughts. They couldn't care less, man, about what's about. Well, when it hits them, they gonna care. But okay, things being quote unquote, I guess you could say good or peaceful for them at this moment, or what they perceive to be peaceful. All right, they're not thinking about Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. They couldn't care less. So in turn, that has to be our energy towards them. If I tell you and you don't get it, or you turn it away, okay, go ahead about your business. We know the issue that you got to catch. And we hoping, we are found righteous in that day to be delivered. This is not a thing where excuse my language, but like type of black power. Let's make the community all good. All right, got enemies within our own people. 2/3. So if the Most High is not in your thoughts at all, okay, and we try to give you the truth through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and you don't want to receive it, you can go about your day, man. Have a quote unquote nice life until this tribulation comes, man. All right, grab another scripture, Matthew. That's it. It's Matthew 10:14. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, okay, which are the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're not speaking out of our own vain opinion, okay? It says, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. All right, it's nothing, man. If you don't want to hear the word, that's cool, man. You know, if you don't want to hear that you are God's chosen, who you perceive to be as God, who is Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, you don't want to hear that you're the chosen. You don't want to hear that the kingdom of heaven is for you. You don't want to hear of the perils and calamities that's about to come upon America, which will affect you at a very high level, because the Most High said he's going to start with his house. Okay? If you don't want to hear that, whatever, we just going to keep pushing. All right? Because within this proverbial sea of people in America, we're only fishing for the elect, you know, for those who are going to, you know, like the scriptures say, bow down their ear, okay, who are going to listen. All right, it's not a thing where this black camaraderie or black unity, or, you know, a Latino, Native American as well, where you niggas think one day we're all going to just come together and dwell in America in peace. It's not going to happen. That's not why this place was established. The foundation of America is the punishment of the Israelites. It's all it is, man. It's all this place is, man. Whether you believe it or not, you might think this is so-called white man came up, you know, from his bootstraps and he just fought and conquered everything. Man, this is just Israel's punishment. That's it. So if you aren't willing to accept that, or you don't have the spirit to understand that, we're not gonna go back and forth with you, or, you know, I mean, it happens just for edification's sake sometimes when we on the street, but for the most part, I mean, just go ahead somewhere, man. Go ahead on. Go die with your doctrine, basically. You know what I mean? Because whatever doctrine outside of the true doctrine of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that you may have, you're gonna die with that doctrine. I mean, come on, man. You know? Because many people, you know, even if I, you know, let's say through my daily travels, bring up the truth, you know what I mean? And people just want to debate. I just say, okay, you know, just moving with wisdom. You know, maybe you're right. And now I know they're not right, but just to end the conversation, you know what, maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't look at it that way. And just keep pushing. Because, come on, man, it's a waste of time. It's just going to be, start to weigh on you, you know? Give you a damn headache if you keep talking to a bonehead nigga all day about the truth, man. He's not going to get it because the Most High don't want him to get it. Okay? It's like in 1 Corinthians 2:4. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. All right, enticing words. We don't use those enticing words, man. All right, either you get it or you don't. All right, nobody had to smooth talk us to, you know, come into the truth. You know, say, you know, sweet words and have this high, you know, you do have brothers that have like a high level of charisma through the Spirit, but it wasn't really that. It was just the word. Spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua that brought us in. All right, nobody had to really finesse us, and it seems like that's what Jake, whether it be the northern or the southern kingdom, wants you to do. You know, finesse me. They so used to going to damn church and getting finessed and believing some old bullshit. Okay, and that's what they want you to do, man. We ain't fit to do that, man. I ain't, you know, I ain't gotta do that. All I gotta do is tell you, straight up. Speaking for all the brothers, all we gotta do is tell you. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. You know, I'm gonna go on about my day. You know, continue to do whatever it was I was doing before I started talking to your, you know, goofy ass, man. All right, especially you wacky Christians, man. You know, it's not a thing where we just gonna, you know, try to persuade you, man. Okay, and smooth talk you. Be like, it's like even grown men want you, when it comes to the word, grown men want you to approach them like you approach a woman. Like you say enticing things, you get, you know, you get her attention, all this. Man, come on, man. You don't get it, you just don't get it. It ain't my fault you don't get it. It's the Spirit ain't dealing with you. All right. It's Acts 18:6. I'll give you an example. Okay, because this is Paul. All right. I'm gonna start at 5. And when Silas and Timotheus were come from Macedonia, Paul was pressed in the Spirit and testified to the Jews that Yahushua was the Messiah. And when they opposed themselves, okay, when they started talking shit, scoffing, okay, and going against the doctrine that Paul was coming with, which was the true doctrine, okay? It said, and blaspheme, because that's what you Jakes be doing out there, whether you believe it or not, right? They consider not that they do evil. When you come up there and you say all these wild, crazy things to us, right, you ain't speaking to us, all right? You're speaking to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right? He says, he shook his raiment and said unto them, your blood be upon your own hands. I am clean. From henceforth, I will go into the Gentiles. So basically, all right, y'all don't get it, boom, you gonna die. All right, that's what it is. The blood is off of, Paul in this situation. Okay, the blood is off of my hands. I did my job. That's why he said, I am clean. I am clean of your blood. That will definitely be upon your head, whether you believe it or not. Now I'm gonna go ahead on to the Gentiles, okay? And the Gentiles, for those who understand, okay, he that have an ear, let him hear. We know that the Gentiles that Paul was speaking about were of the nation of Israel. He didn't say I'm about to go to the damn Elamites or the Edomites or Moab. He's talking about Israel, man, okay? So he went along and kept I'm gonna go preach to other Israelites since y'all don't get it. And that's what we do, all right? That's why we go out into the marketplace, what is called, the Agora, because it's different faces every weekend that we go out there. So we fish for them. The bad fish that came up, we cast them back out into the ocean. Let's say the proverbial ocean is just America. All right, go ahead and dwell in America. Throw you back in the sea, okay? And we're going to come back next weekend, or even throughout the week when we do these videos, okay? And we're going to, try to find a good fish, which are the elect. All right, Lord willing. Get one more scripture, I'm going to close out. It's Romans 11:25. In Romans 11:25, for I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel, until the fullness of the Gentiles come in. All right? Blindness has happened to Israel. The Most High smoked them with blindness. They're not gonna get it, man. They're not gonna come into this thing, man. You might have a cousin, somebody maybe you had a relationship in the world and you just had a relationship in the world with, and you just want them to come into the truth. Look, man, the Most High, you just ain't dealing with them, man. Stop wasting your time, man. You basically punching a brick wall, expecting it to break, man. That's basically what you're doing when you come at these people that deny the truth, and then you come back, I'm gonna tell them this, and then they deny it again. Well, he ain't gonna be able to deny this. Yes, he is, man, because he's not chosen to have this knowledge. All right, he or she or whatever have you. All right. So I hope that lesson was edifying. All right, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Rakor, Kodash, Barakatah. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. And salutations to you hopeful elect out there pushing the word and sincerity and truth across the four corners of the earth. Shalom.